remember, anecdotal articles about people who died who were unvaccinated, those are just anecdotal articles. The person who wrote that got a tip, got a call. Somehow they may have figured out a tragic story. You following me? Maybe the family called up the news. Maybe they read it in a smaller publication. That's how people write stories. That's how they get story ideas, one of the ways. But these stories are completely anecdotal. They're human interest. More often than not, the reporter does not look into any statistics behind the anecdote. That's completely irresponsible. It's completely against journalism ethics and training. The crime blotter is one thing, but putting it on national news and not telling the rest of the story and not having a good grasp on statistics is absolutely criminal, because it is causing people to make decisions affecting their health based on anecdotal accounts of someone who didn't take the vaccine and ended up in the hospital and suddenly dying. And then their family member says, oh yeah, they told me privately they really regretted not getting the vaccine. Hearsay. And then the family will pile on and say, and we just want everybody to please get the vaccine because our family member is not here because he or she did not get the vaccine. You know that that is not scientific at all. You could just as easily say that someone who died after getting the vaccine, let's say within a few days to a month, which is when a lot of the reported deaths occur, you could just as easily say there's no link to say this person died because they got the vaccine. Well, that's what they do. That is what the government says. They say there's no link. But when it comes to someone who died of the actual COVID who was not vaccinated, that's absolutely the reason. That is absolutely the reason. Even if we don't know for sure because there wasn't an autopsy, it is also grossly negligent and irresponsible not to look into the other causes of death and or pre-existing conditions. So if you see another thing that says somebody died of COVID, that they were really vocal against the vaccine on social media or on the radio, and that now they regretted it, or they told a family member before they died that they regretted not getting the vaccine, and then the family member also saying, you're killing us all, get the vaccine, you absolutely know that it's garbage unless you can look at comparisons with the control group, which would in this case be the vaccinated, unless you compare it to that, and unless you also look at the age of the person, the susceptibilities, the vulnerabilities, the comorbidities, the pre-existing conditions. It's so easy to get caught up because we are so, we're all tender-hearted. And we get caught up and we think, is this a cautionary tale? I mean, I'm not getting very good data from the government, so is this a message? Is this a sign that I should be making this certain decision? Rely on science, rely on statistics and data, because anecdotal stories and cautionary tales belong in the Middle Ages, not in 21st century Earth.